Hi, fourth grade. If you've made it to this lesson, it's time to revise and edit your informational writing. One of the strategies you can use to revise and edit is called arms and cups. We use arms for revising. The A in arms stands for adding sentences and words to your writing. The R stands for removing unneeded words or sentences. The M stands for move a sentence or word placement. Maybe you need to move something around to help it make sense. And the S stands for substituting words or sentences for others. So maybe if you've used the word said 4 times, you could find a way to change said a couple of times for something better, like stated or explained. So that's arms, and we use arms for revising. The editing side is where we use the acronym CUPS. CUPS, the C stands for capitals, making sure we use capital letters. The U stands for usage. Do your nouns and verbs match? So that means, like, we would say the dogs run. But if it was just one dog, it would be the dog runs. So whether or not you have S's on your verbs or not in present tense, we make sure that our nouns and our verbs match correctly. Did you use punctuation at the end of each sentence? And how is your spelling? The spelling is something in particular that I want to focus on today. How you can check all your words and use your resources. Let's take a look at the paragraph I've written for the types of furniture. When I'm thinking about revising and editing my spelling, there are a few things that I can think about. These are some ways we can solve our spelling problems. We use a lot of strategies as writers to help us do that. We can stretch out the word slowly. We can listen for sounds and chunks of the word. We can write one or more of the letters that we do hear. Do you hear the beginning, middle, or ending sounds? What letters do you hear? Try your best. Sometimes you'll have a word wall or things around you in a room you can look at. Does another word you know have the same sounds? Can you reread and think about the spelling? Does it look right? And that's a great question to ask, because the last thing, and one that I always advise of my students, is to circle words that you know are spelled wrong, or even if you're unsure of them, and come back to them later. So I can come to my writing, and I can reread my writing. In our flexible seating classrooms, we have many different types of seating for students to use. And there's a couple words that I'm not sure about. So I'm going to go ahead and circle them. Like, I'm not sure if I've spelled flexible right, and I'm not sure if I've spelled different right. So those are 2 words for sure that I know I should go and check. I can keep reading and look and see if there's other words. And then at the end, I would go and check using my iPad or a dictionary to look and see what I can find. So I'm going to use dictionary.com to try and check my spelling of the word flexible. In dictionary.com, I start typing the letters that I think, and I'm looking at the list of words that shows up underneath to determine which is the right spelling. And then I tap on it, and I can come back to my writing and make the change to make my word spelled correctly. Now that I've found the correct spelling for flexible, I'm going to copy that spelling into my notebook so that when I do my final draft, I'll spell my word correctly.